Have you ever looked at someone and just wondered, how did they do it? You know, how can two people start in the exact same place with the same opportunities and end up worlds apart financially? It's a question that drives a lot of us crazy. Well, today, we're gonna crack that code. So let's set the stage. Imagine two people, right? They make the same amount of money. They live in the same city, so they're dealing with the same rent, the same price for a cup of coffee. You'd think their bank accounts would look pretty similar. But that's not what happens, is it? You flash forward 10, maybe 15 years. One of them is well on their way to being rich, totally secure, calling their own shots. The other, still stuck in that paycheck to paycheck grind. So what gives? What is the real difference here? Look, the answer isn't some big secret. It's not about winning the lottery, it's not about being a genius, and it's definitely not about luck. The difference boils down to one single, incredibly powerful word: habits. And that brings us to what I call the habit equation. It's this super simple but profound idea that your financial future isn't built in one day with one big decision. Nope, it's built by the tiny little things you do over and over again. Seriously, think about it for a second. Your bank account, your debt, your investments, all of it. It's just a reflection of your daily routines. It's not about that one time you decided to save a bunch of money. It's about the small, almost invisible choices you make every single day. They add up, for better or for worse. And this right here, this is the mindset shift that powers everything. This idea, which Rich Dad Poor Dad made famous, is the absolute foundation. It's about stopping being a slave to your paycheck and becoming the master of your money. And that whole transformation, it starts with your habits. All right, so what are these game-changing habits? Let's get right into it and break down the 5 key differences, the daily choices that create that massive gap we see over time. First up, the cash flow. Now, the normal way of doing things is you get your paycheck, you pay your bills, you buy some stuff you want, and if there's anything left, maybe you save it. The wealthy, they completely flip that script. The first thing they do when money comes in is invest a piece of it. They pay their future selves first. Spending is what happens with the leftovers. It sounds simple, but trust me, it changes everything. Number 2 is all about how you use your time. Are you mostly a consumer, just endlessly scrolling through feeds, binge watching another series? Or are you a creator? See, building wealth is an active sport. It's about making something, learning a new skill, starting a side project, creating value. One habit drains your energy and your time. The other literally builds your future. This flows right into our next point, your time frame. Are you all about what feels good right now? You know, that impulse buy on Amazon, ordering takeout because you don't feel like cooking? That's instant gratification. The rich habit is all about delayed gratification. It's having the discipline to skip a small pleasure today for a massive reward down the road. It's choosing the gym over the couch or investing money instead of blowing it on a night out. Okay, number 4 is a huge one, financial education. It's kind of wild how many people just avoid learning about money. They think it's too complicated or just plain boring. The wealthy, on the other hand, treat financial knowledge like a vital skill they need to constantly sharpen. They read the books, they listen to the podcasts, they study investing. Why? Because they know that their brain is their single greatest money-making asset. And this quote just nails it. It's not about being the smartest person in the room. You don't need a PhD in economics to get rich. It's all about your behavior. Like the book, The Psychology of Money shows us, how you act with money is way more important than how much you know about it. And finally, number 5, where does your money come from? Relying on one paycheck from one job is like sitting on a stool with only one leg. It's super risky and unstable. The rich habit is to build a whole bunch of legs for that stool. We're talking multiple streams of income, money from investments, from a side business, from real estate. This doesn't just create a safety net, it puts your wealth building on hyperdrive. Okay, I know, hearing all that can feel like a lot. It's easy to feel overwhelmed and think you have to change your entire life tomorrow. But here's the great news, you don't. You absolutely don't. This whole thing starts with just a few small, manageable steps. So what do you do today? Just focus on these 4 things. 1, set up an automatic transfer to save 10 to 20% of every single paycheck. Make it non-negotiable. 2, spend 30 minutes a week learning one new thing about money. That's it. 3, find one dumb, useless thing you spend money on every week and just cut it. And 4, start thinking about one tiny way you can make an extra $100 a month. And please, remember this. The goal here is not to be perfect. You're gonna mess up, that's okay. The real goal is just to be consistent. Showing up and doing the small things, even when you don't feel like it, is what separates the winners from the wannabes. Consistency beats perfection every single time. Because when you boil it all down, that's what this is about. It's a choice. Your financial future isn't some predetermined fate. It's a story, and you are holding the pen. You get to decide how it ends, starting with the choices you make today. Let's just get one thing crystal clear. Rich people are not a different breed of human. They don't have some special money gene that the rest of us are missing. They're not smarter or better than you. All it is this. They just have better habits. And here is the most exciting, most hopeful truth in all of finance. Habits are not permanent. They can be learned, they can be built, and they can absolutely be changed. So, I want to leave you with one final question. And I really want you to think about this. Take a hard, honest look at your day, at your choices, and ask yourself, are my habits making me rich, or are they the very things keeping me broke? The answer to that question, well, that's everything.
If you have found this video insightful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. We promise to bring to you more educational videos related to finance and wealth.